Okay, so we're just going through radios very quickly. Don't have a lot of time to sit there playing with some of these, unfortunately. This might suit somebody that loves the Super Bengal Mark II range, or the Wagners. This was the 2781 Grandstand that was the FM 40 channel version, yeah, but they were higher up the band, 27.6 up to 27.9. It was a very different system that they used. Okay, so at the moment I'm running, obviously it's 220 volts, so 240 volts will be fine. I'm using a converter just because of the fact I don't have to change the plug for the moment. Now, what do we got? What I can tell you, good news, is that I'm into an antenna right now. I don't have a microphone for this, so that's the truth. I would say the PACB switch has got a bit of an issue. The fact that we're not getting the display up here. Seen this a lot of times where these need cleaning, but when it's in CB function, excuse me, we are getting transmit there, and I can hear it coming through the radios up there actually. So we're definitely, no problems there, getting plenty of power out of it. Seems to be receiving okay. Haven't actually injected any signal in, not having a knowledge of which channel's there, although I can almost hear that changing channel, which makes me think that the PACB is probably the issue. But look, if I fall into the trap of saying, right, every radio that has the smallest of issue, we're going to, sort of get into, no, that's not going to work. So, being sold as is, no mic, just power cord, basically. Grandstand, I bought this over from the UK, had it shipped over, etc., and quite a few years back, we had this one stage sitting next to this Super Bengal Mark II, and it really did look good, as a showpiece of the basically the similar type of front, etc. Anyway, if you have an interest in it, it's up for sale as is. My suggestion either goes to Ray at Razor Radios just to clean up a few switches and bits or something, or down to Paul down in Melbourne, Paul Ashby down in Melbourne. One of the two would be able to get a look at what's going on with it. Owes me a lot of money, but obviously, at the moment with our little function here issue, and God knows where the mic's gone. Look, it did come with a mic. I just don't know what we've done with that. So, offers welcome. Drop us a line, and we'll see if we can come up with something that makes you happy and maybe recovers, half of what we spent. You never know. Okay, it's not a biggie, not a huge one that I'm going to be carrying on about. So, it's just one of those things. And I'm not saying it didn't work when it got here too, by the way. It's been sitting for so long. We see this a lot sometimes with, switches and bits and pieces where they just sit for too long. But anyway, none of that matters. All right. Drop us a note at Brenton at posnav.com.au, or any other way that you know how to contact me is certainly okay. And we'll certainly tell you what it's all about. As you can see, all the clock functions are working quite okay. I reckon it's a real simple issue on the channel selector read out. It'll be some volts missing because of wires off the CBPA switch or something, or something's wrong between the two switches here. If I had time, I would probably just hardwire the CBPA switch so the PA didn't work. Anyway, there's all little tricks that we do as techs when we're being lazy, but I don't have time to even pull the screws out of this, so not even going to try. All right, drop us a note if it's of interest to you. You can see what it is, and hopefully it's a fairly good look at the condition. Oh, sorry, let me just show you the covers, etc. Pretty clean, not too bad. Just remember, on the back of these, they did have a record out port, so you could actually record the receive audio. It didn't record your transmission, just the receive audio. And as you can see, 240 volt AC, so just using the UK plug, and we're hitting it with 230 volts on this one here. So look, it would make no difference at all. By the way, that's not the problem. The AC connection is not the issue. So I wish it was that simple. All right, all the best. One Grandstand UK 2781. I tell you what, there's a group of people that collect 2781 radios. I know who you are. Send me an email. We'll try and see if we can sell you a radio. You can chuck it on the shelf, and as I said, send up to Ray or down to Paul if you want to make it, completely perfect. You may just want it just to put next to your Bengal Mark II, your Wagner, blah, blah, blah. Thanks very much, guys. All the best. VK3 Charlie Mike.